This is somehow the result that the West Indies management and staff invested in. What do you do from here? Now, the coach, the management staff, they should not be fired. They should be respectful of the cricket and the fans and quit. They should resign and show respect. They should understand that even if they think that they're the best for the job, the result proved otherwise. So they should go ahead, quit the job, and give the fans the respect that they deserve. The T20 World Cup started yesterday, and the West Indies are on a plane home. Actually, they might have been home relaxing, watching less talented players living their dreams. Why? Have you ever had a job that you are just really good at, but you fell out of love with the job? You just can't do the job anymore. That's how I feel like the West Indies cricketers feel about playing cricket. The West Indies cricketers, they are very good at playing cricket, but they just don't play with that love. What is the reason for it? Let's talk about a mechanic who is very skilled, take pride in fixing cars and making the client happy. And the client keep coming back, the client give recommendations. But then new manager come in, and the manager decide that we're gonna make some changes, and it's going to be good. It's gonna be good for business. But it kills that mechanic's passion. So even though he's a very good mechanic, he stopped being sociable. He's no longer expressing himself and being interpersonal with the client, with the customer. And suddenly, that mechanic is seen as the worst mechanic until he gets a job at a different mechanic shop. Yes, West Indies players, they play very good for franchise cricket, and they play very bad for the West Indies. Now, what is the reason for this? Who are the best West Indies players? Who are the best players? Who are the best cricket players in the West Indies? Do we see them representing the West Indies right now? If you were to be really frank, really honest about the best players out of the West Indies right now, would you say that those players are a part of the lineup? Would you say that the players fell out of love with cricket, or did they fell out of love with the West Indies? For example, Shimron Maya gave up his opportunity to play in this T20 World Cup. Andre Russell, somehow he feel like he had a responsibility to the West Indies because he's a superstar. He's really good at what he does. And coming up to the T20 World Cup, he wanted to lend his talent to the corporation. It somehow he does not seem like a player that is in love with the West Indies. No, West Indies seems like they're not in love with the players either. They don't really like the players who are of notoriety, even if they are the best players, the ones who are most likely to perform at the highest level and give the desired results. The West Indies started struggling from as far back as when we had great players like Brian Lara, Shanda Paul, Sawan, like Chris Gale, Marlon Samuels. Great players overall. We had great players who were staple in the team. All teams have superstars that will carry the team on their back and bring them to victory. Now, the West Indies haven't had a player like that since the management became the superstars. The management decide what gets done. The players got suppressed. The players fell out of love. An example would be a woman and a man in a marriage, and then it become a duty and no longer a dream. They no longer have the same dream, the same values, same goals. Now, what are the values of the West Indies? Because obviously it does not align with the players' values. The players choose to be free. They don't want to be a part of the West Indies. They want to play cricket. They have a dream to be very good cricketer. All over the world they want to play cricket, but they just don't want to play for the West Indies. What is the reason for this? I don't think that the players are rebelling against the West Indies by not playing well and falling out before they get to the T20 World Cup. But this is what you earned. This is the squad that you pick. I made a comment yesterday. I said, you don't get what you deserve in life. You get what you earn in life. The only thing you get in life that is a gift to you, that is yours, is life. Everything else is fair game. You have to earn everything else. Now, did Ireland gain their spot? Absolutely. They beat the West Indies soundly. It was a player take all match. If Ireland had won that match, their chances of going through would have still been high. But the West Indies losing that match is absolutely out. They're out. Zimbabwe, who they won against, got through. Did Zimbabwe deserve to go through? Absolutely, because they earned it. So you can use earn and deserve in the same context sometimes. If you earn your spot, then you deserve to get the spot. But if you didn't earn that spot because you did not do what you needed to do, then you absolutely did not deserve it. In life, you get what you earn, not what you deserve. And if you want to deserve it, then earn it. That's how I feel. That's how I see it. Now, who are the best cricketers out of the West Indies? Are they on the pitch? Are they in the lineup? These players in the lineup, who are they representing? Are they representing the West Indies? Are they representing the ideas of growth? How long has the West Indies been growing? How long have the West Indies been in that rebuilding phase? Has it been 15 years? Has it been 10 years? Why are the West Indies so determined to use players that they cannot guarantee victory with? They think that because the West Indies team won 2 T20 World Cup with an unprepared team, that they can do it with any unprepared team. That's not the case. The unprepared team that the West Indies used to win 2 T20 World Cups against the best teams in the world had great players. That's the difference. The West Indies didn't need to have great coaches because they had great players, the best among the best in the world. Now the West Indies have mediocre players, but they still can win without those players. Why? Because those players have talent, but they also need to have a plan. They need a vision. From the exit of the T20 World Cup last year, the West Indies would have to play their way into the World Cup, and if they did not play well, they wouldn't make it into the World Cup. The strategy for the West Indies was to find a team and work with that team for months. That same team, allow them to win, allow them to lose, fail, succeed. Just learn how to be a team and beat one team. Your goal is to beat the first team that you know you're going to play. You already know months in advance that you're going to play Scotland. Your goal should be to beat Scotland. Your goal should not be to beat Australia. Your goal should be to beat Scotland, because you have to play your way into the World Cup. You have to win 3 matches or 2 of 3 matches to get to play 5 matches. If you get past these 3 matches, then you get to play those 5 matches. Your goal should be to get past these 3 matches. And over a 10-month to 12-month period, you should have picked the players that you are going to use and then have them gelled and mold and become a unit going into the T20 World Cup. Now the West Indies picked some players that are literally unknown because they played some cricket on a pitch that they would have known and did well. And they left players who were in form, who were doing their best, who were doing better than the others at their best. They decided to leave them out. All because it's their policy. They had 3 players in the lineup who nobody know who they are, and their talent doesn't speak for itself. They weren't tested and proven over a period of time. So the West Indies, even after 10 months of knowing that the World Cup is coming up, they could not find a team. That's the craziest thing. Now, where do we go from here? Will this be the end of the West Indies? Obviously, the West Indies hit rock bottom, rightfully so. The West Indies hit rock bottom because they have been investing in this kind of result for the last 10 years. For the last 15 years, they have been investing in this kind of result. And here it is. What do you do from here? Now, the coach, the management staff, they should not be fired. They should be respectful of the cricket and the fans and quit. They should resign and show respect. They should understand that Even if they think that they're the best for the job, the result proved otherwise. So they should go ahead, quit the job, and give the fans the respect that they deserve. Because the T20 World Cup started yesterday, and the West Indies are on a plane home. Actually, they might have been home relaxing, watching less talented players living their dreams. Why? Because the management of the West Indies team did not put together a clear path. The West Indies did not have a vision, and obviously this is the result. If they had a vision, we are also seeing what the vision is. So it's not a good vision, clearly. Drop a comment down below, let me know what you think. Did I miss anything? Absolutely. There's so many to talk about. The West Indies clearly did not want the best team. The best players in the Caribbean are staying very far away from the West Indies. Somehow it looked like a coup d'etat. Somehow it looked like the West Indies better players who know something that we don't are rebelling against the West Indies. This is somehow the result that the West Indies management and staff invested in. And the senior players, they knew it was going to happen. They sit back, relaxed, and watch. Drop a comment down below, let me know what you think. Rewrite the narrative, and let me know if we can go live. This channel had been inactive for a very long time. I was hoping to use this period to kickstart the channel, but I might have to do something different. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Do you think there is a place for cricket in the West Indies right now? Or should cricket be reimagined in the West Indies? Should the teams start fresh? Should the teams become individual teams? Because I personally do not think that Ireland is a more talented team than the Jamaican team or the Barbadian, Trinidad or Guyanese team. I do not believe that is the case. But they are a managed team, and a team with a good CEO. We see the results of what Amazon can do. Drop a comment down below, write the narrative. Like, share, subscribe.